Yo, 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 what's up? We got another episode of Nothing Nice. You see the gangs in the building. Yo, I got my brother E-Man in here. What's good, my brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? You all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we got a returning face today. We got Mr. Josh in the building. He came, he got something to say, like he's
No
straight out
doubt.
of Compton. Yo,
No
Josh,
doubt.
what's up, man? I'm gonna let you start. Before we get into anything, go ahead, bro.
And I mean, pretty much, I just have to say that I forgive everyone that wasn't. Oh man, my apologies. I forgive everyone that wasn't on the same page with me as far as my Clipper takes, because not everybody just all of a sudden is Clipper, 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 Clipper. But when I said it, it was like laughable. I was asinine. I didn't know basketball. You know what I'm saying? But
That
now
was Mook.
everybody's going
That
to
was
see.
Mook who was doing that, but go ahead, go
No
ahead.
doubt, no doubt. I mean, it's not just y'all. I've had multiple conversations outside of outside of the podcast,
Oh,
but
yeah.
people were just like laughing at me. Like my sister's boyfriend, well, not boyfriend. My apologies, y'all. My sister's husband, he laughed at me, told me that, bro, I thought you knew basketball. But the day later, Stephen A. came and brought out the Clippers are, hey, the Clippers are the number one contender. Now he's like, man, I apologize. Why does it have to be? Why does it have to be media to convince people what's going on in basketball? Can't you just see what's going on in basketball? So my thing is, yeah, I appreciate this time. I appreciate this moment right now
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
able to say that, yeah, bro. I
All
got
right,
something.
so real quick, just to the people,
Oh,
that's crazy. That's okay.
damn.
All
That's
right,
a
so just for the people who weren't there that day, uh, so basically, Josh, we talked about our sleeper picks, who we have in the West, who do we think can really come out here and make some noise.
Right.
My squad, I picked the Rockets to come out here because I said they don't know any better and they're young, so you don't know what you don't know, so they can slap some people around.
Oh man.
Mook went with the Warriors, and Josh he went with the Clippers. Now the Clippers, I'm not gonna lie, I ended up kind of getting on that bandwagon. I mean, Josh made some solid points, and Kawhi, if Kawhi's healthy, I think he's one of the best players in the league. But you know what? Also, prayers for Mook. My boy's healing up right now.
Oh
But
yeah, most
but
definitely.
real quick, it was all Mook's fault. He was the one laughing at you. I just want to say it wasn't me. It was Mook. So just put that out there. Especially why he's not here to defend himself.
No
All
doubt.
right, all right. So real quick, since we talk about it, let's just jump into it. When the playoff stage is set, we got the West and the East getting ready for war. Let's start with the West. We'll start OKC versus Memphis. Josh, what you looking at with that series, man?
Oh man, it's good basketball. I actually like these. I like this playoffs that's coming about. You really don't really know who's going to win definitively. I mean, I have my guesses, of course, being the Clippers, but but yeah, definitely. But that series,
West.
yeah. I mean, just in general, like you really, it's kind of hard. Like even when you throw the
Oh,
Clippers,
like the ship.
when you throw the Clippers in the mix, like I mean, not the Clippers, but the Celtics in the mix, it's just even with them being in the East, it's just kind of hard to know who's going to win for sure. You know what I'm saying? But but as far as Memphis and damn, what was the other team again? My apologies.
OKC.
Yeah,
OKC and Memphis.
OKC just too deep, bro. Memphis has much heart. OKC just man, they can hit you with so many dudes, like 5, 6 dudes that know how to put the ball on the ground and create a shot and get somebody else a shot. So it's just hard. Against Memphis, where you got Ja Morant, he can go create a shot. Desmond
Right.
Bain, he can create a shot, but it's like his arms are like 2 feet long, or not even 2 feet, but like a foot long. So it's like kind of hard for him to be able to be as effective as those other guys. And I
Right.
know that's a little joke, but his arms are pretty short.
Yeah.
And Jaren Jackson, he's a big man that gives you maybe 5 rebounds a game. So I just don't think they have enough to be able to go against the number one OKC.
Okay. E-Man, what's up, bro? What you thinking?
Man, I think this is four.
You said four down?
It's this a broomstick situation, man. Very, very easy. Um, they don't use their size properly. That was shown against the Warriors. They there's not a
Yeah.
continuity there. I think that because of their previous success of not having Ja around, maybe some of the vets on that team maybe have that similar mindset. And not for nothing, Ja's not the same. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a trust thing, or maybe it's maybe how he's looking, and maybe sometimes that might get to. I don't think it's getting to him, but I just don't feel that he's the same. So
He
Hmm.
think he checked out?
I don't think he's checked out. I think that he just needs a new scenery. I
Because
don't think.
rumor is that the Memphis is gonna move off of him in the summer.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see that, and I just feel like he's probably checked out from the standpoint of playing happy basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's a job right now for him. So
Yeah.
I feel like as long as he does the job, he don't get fined. You know what I'm saying? No
Mm.
pun intended. But for the most part, yeah, man, it's just four up, four down. I don't really need to talk too much on what OKC got to offer. They got the future MVP over there.
Right.
Um, Isaiah Hartenstein is a double double off the bench and starting.
Yeah.
Um, Williams, oh my goodness, the team is just so deep. There's so many Williams on that damn team. I think it's like three.
The
But
Williams brothers.
yeah, no, I was talking about Dub though. But yeah, there's just so many. It's just so many different weapons, so many different options, so many different defensive ways of shutting down and taking people out of games. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept Ja this summer because of
Yeah.
how small
Sure.
Triple J looks in the playoffs. Because getting rid of Ja means building around Jared. And if he come out of here under 25 in 12, we got to keep him because we can't build around him.
Then he's for sure gonna be there
You
because
know what
he's
I'm
not
saying?
doing
They got
25 and
to.
12.
That's the only thing. They
Mhm.
got to keep him at that point.
Yeah, he's not doing 25 and 12.
Nah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like he'll have to have like the best 4 games of his life because that's where it's going. If they get a gentleman sweep, all right, maybe you win one. I don't even think they win one home. I think they just sneak one on the road. To be honest with you,
Hmm.
maybe
Yeah,
sneak one on the
that's
road.
probably
Maybe because I can
Okay.
just
Now,
see.
real quick, bro, for my
Go ahead.
notes, just for my notes, are you doing them 4 or 5?
Uh, I'm gonna just go with 4 because I just feel like OKC not gonna play
Okay.
after that last run they had last season, losing in the second round. They're not playing.
Okay. I like it. Josh, real quick, I didn't get yours. You got OKC, but what number do you have them in? 4, 5, 6, 7.
that's a good question. I would say about 4, and say for betting purposes, I'd say 2, 4 and 2. I mean,
So you got
they got a
Oh,
you
you
got
got them
OKC in 6 games. Okay, so you got
yeah.
OKC. Now I already got Mook's take. Mook has OKC in 6 as well. I
Okay.
I
have
would say that.
OKC in 5
I
because
would
I
say
think
that.
Memphis would just heart their way to a win in
Yeah.
Memphis, but it's gonna be short lived. Foots are gonna come out.
Yeah, I'm not
Belts are
mad at either take. I'm not mad at either take on that one.
yeah, yeah,
4-0,
yeah.
4-2, either thing is possible.
Okay,
Yeah,
bet that. Okay, so let's switch it. Houston versus Golden State. I'm gonna let
you
you
want to
start
start
with
with
this
me?
one.
You want to start
Houston
with me?
wins.
Yeah, okay. I mean, no problem.
Go ahead,
This
bro.
this this another easy one for me. But my heart say 5, but my head is saying 6. So I'm just gonna go with the logic right now and not the emotion. I'm gonna go Rockets in 6. You feel me? I just feel like defensively, they just it's just nothing that they can do to really like mitigate what we have to offer. Everyone's healthy. Um, you don't want to switch, even if you get the 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 one matchup, which will be Dylan Brooks and Steph. I mean, is Steph willing to go 44% to to put up 35, or is he willing to put up? Well, I'm gonna be a little bit more realistic. Yeah, like 42 to 44% just to get 30, 35, just to say I did that. Jimmy Butler,
Jimmy got to get to
you gonna
25.
see him good himself. You gonna see Jimmy Butler probably play his best basketball of his life. And I was just and not for nothing. So it's just gonna be Jimmy Butler probably gonna have I'd say he's gonna have during this series maybe two 25 plus triple double games. He's gonna play amazing basketball and lose to 6. Um,
Okay.
yeah, that's my take.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let me see.
Oh, real quick, Jalen Green is gonna definitely show his butt the first 2 games. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but he's gonna definitely show his butt the first 2 games.
Okay. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I got notes. I'm keeping a ledger of all this. So no backtracking. All
Never. I really want to say 4, but
right.
I'm not gonna do that. That's why I see it
Got my
6.
pen ready. Do you want? This is your chance. Do you
Look
want me
at
to go
it.
ahead and
I got
put
my
4?
pen ready. All right, Diane Sawyer.
Cool. 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 All right. Look. Excuse me. All right. So let me see. Mook has Golden State in 7.
Man,
He
when Mook
he.
when I talk to Mook, I'm gonna ask him if you want to bet that.
Okay. Bet.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I'll put it in the chat.
Don't never mind. I'm gonna text him after this. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah, I was gonna say put it in the text. Put it in the text. But Mook has Golden State in 7. Based on what he said he feels like Golden State's experience and championship DNA will get it done.
Oh, can I speak to that? Can I
Go
speak to
ahead.
that real quick? I know. Everybody gotta get a point off. But do you think that's Steph Curry, or do you think that that was the Golden State doing good business that benefited Golden State?
That was Steph Curry and Draymond for sure.
All right, quick question then. Do you think Steph Curry taking one of the most team friendliest deals in NBA history allowed the Golden State Warriors to get quality players around him, and which allowed their value of the team to go up so that they can just pay people being in a luxury tax? Or do you still think that's Steph Curry?
That's Steph Curry doing what's in the best interest of him and the team. But
With
also,
That
that
but
being
being
when you
said,
said,
say
how many
team friendly, was he making peanuts?
4 years, 44 million.
there you
When was
go.
this? Was this before which championship?
This was from 15. No, this was from he came in 9,
Right.
11, 12. He got the contract. Maybe 13. He got that 4 years, 44 million. So 13, 14, 15. They win the first one. 16, 73, and 9, and they lose. And then he gets paid, and then they're in a luxury tax from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 7 years. 7 years in a luxury tax.
Okay.
So do you think that it was still Steph Curry? Because I don't think they could have afforded to get Andre Iguodala if Steph Curry was getting paid what he got after the 4 years after this contract where he was making like 200 million. They don't get Andre
He won a
Iguodala.
championship after that, though.
No, what I'm saying that's
I hear
understood.
what you're saying, but he still won a
No.
championship
I
after.
get
Also,
that
real
part.
quick, I just
No,
pulled it
no,
up.
no.
The highest paid NBA players per year. Steph Curry is number 2 on that list.
That's not what I'm referring to the time where they were able to accumulate great players, have a great cast around him. I'm talking about when they were able to get Leandro Barboza, David Lee, Andrew Bogut, um, who else? They had, well, Harrison Barnes was drafted to them. Um, when they were able, what's the dude, Maurice Spakes? They were just able to have David West. Like they were able to have former All Stars, good veterans, and they weren't taking pay cuts.
They
Andre,
were Barbosa got
Andre,
Barbosa. Barbosa was on a 1-year deal for 2.5 mil.
no, I'm not talking about Barboza. Well, even acquiring a Barboza is still a big deal from the standpoint of for my bad, my memory tripping. From the standpoint of that still doesn't happen if Curry's not on a team friendly deal.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, David West. David West
If
was
you
a
look up,
1-year, 2.3
if you
mil.
look up what everybody was getting paid, focusing on Barboza is apples to oranges.
I
I'm
got you.
saying
David West too, 2.3 mil.
what I'm saying is this. They're not they haven't since Curry has gotten paid, been able to build a team that deep around him since then.
But he's
Now,
won a championship since then.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is the
Gold.
ability to even go through the trials and stuff like that is because of the quality of teammates that was around him, because of Golden State having him on a team friendly deal, and because he got the experience of that due to the team friendly deal that he was on. When you get into moments, like going against in 21, that happens because you already have built up that toughness within you to even go through those trials. That's what I'm referring
So
to.
real quick, and then I'm gonna let Josh jump in. I feel like you're using team friendly deal super loosely because right now Jalen Green is on a team friendly deal for the Rockets. We know that he for sure left bread on the table, which is like widespread known.
8 years,
He
100
left, no.
million
He was eligible for more money. He left bread on the table because
3 years, $110 million. We
he
talking
said
over
that
35.
he wanted
You gonna
more.
compare that to
He
11
said
million
that he
dollars a
wanted
year
more players in.
by a guy that was a unanimous during that contract, won an MVP, was a three-time All-Star. You want to compare that to what Jalen Green's doing? That was
Yeah,
11 million a year. The boy
yeah.
won an MVP 15.
Under
He
that
was
contract,
an All-Star.
Money is money, though. That
He
money
was
is
an
money.
all. Say it again.
I said that money is money. I mean, no matter who it is,
No,
the
no, no. He
money.
definitely did his thing, bet on himself, and got paid on the back end. But what Josh is doing is he's trying to compare the fact that Jalen Green is on a team friendly deal per se versus Steph Curry. And what I'm saying is with Steph Curry, because of the unit that he had around him, he was able to accomplish more and was getting paid maybe a third less than what Jalen Green is getting. So it's
Yeah,
like it's not something to really compare to me at least.
to a degree. I agree to a degree on that because, yeah, Steph has always been this model, very modest, selfless kind of guy. So he definitely, I'm sure, he took some money. I really, not to dismiss your point or disrespect your point, but I don't care about the money too much. I just like to see people go out there and hoop and
For
win.
sure.
That's it.
For sure. No, I get that. I was just saying them having an excess of funds with a player of Steph Curry's caliber at that time was able to
Mhm.
get them a way better core around them. Is all I
But
was looking for.
even that championship they won, like Draymond, Clay, Steph, who else?
Andre
Who else?
Iguodala, Leandro
Iguodala was in that
Barbosa,
last championship.
Harrison
Who was
Barnes.
it so-
That team was able to send like
Harrison Barnes wasn't
9
there.
people
Harrison Barnes
sending
wasn't in
9
the last.
people in the playoffs to go play. That's a big deal. Because
Harrison
most
Barnes,
teams
he
played
went
off
on the.
around 7, and if you're a really, really good team and you have really good depth, maybe 8. But to
Let me
have
ask you this
9, possibly 10 players, that's a
though.
hell of a team.
Was Iguodala on that last championship? Well, he may have been, but Harrison Barnes definitely wasn't on that last
No,
championship.
no,
He
no, no.
he wasn't
No.
on the last
I'm
one.
referring to
The
the
two in
first
the
one. I'm talking
first
about
three.
15. I'm talking about 15. Harrison
okay.
Barnes was on the second one. He was on the first one. If you
Well,
look at that 15 roster, if you ever get a chance to, if you look at that 15 roster, you'll be like, okay. You got
it
to
was
remember.
straight hoopers. Yeah,
Say it again.
it was
Oh,
some straight
straight.
hoopers.
For sure,
Livingston.
for sure.
Yeah, you had a lot of guys. Like Livingston, that dude was like mid-range central. Like again, I use that term.
I didn't even say Livingston. Good point to bring up. It was just a lot of players. And then well
Curry,
that's not
Curry
yeah.
definitely took some money out of the deal to be able to get some pieces around. But that last championship, to Josh's
That
point,
was
or JP's
amazing.
point, like I'll say that even him taking the pay cut, I mean, I don't even think that really mattered. Like they was gonna win that year. Like I don't even remember who else. The last championship they had Steph, Clay, Draymond, who else? Like
Andrew
I don't even
Wiggins.
remember. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Big deal.
honestly.
Big deal. 15 and 7. All right, cool. They were gonna win because Steph them, they would have had an eye on the tiger, bro. I mean, as far as like the pay cut, yeah, he's always shown himself personality wise to be very selfless, very cool kind of guy. So that don't really surprise me that he took a pay cut to be able to be, for the greater good because he's a winner. That's something that I respect about Clay. I mean, not Clay, but Steph also because he's always shown himself that hey, I don't give a damn. I want to win. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I respect that. I mean, but I respect your point also as far as like saying that hey, he definitely got some money off the table to be able to create this scenario. The thing
Oh,
is,
I wouldn't. I don't know if it was more or less of a pay cut, just from the simple fact that he did have a lot to prove, and with the injuries building up at that time,
mhm,
he was either going to have to take that contract or more or less get traded around that time, or they was going to
we're gonna
trade
get.
Clay or
They're
whatever.
not trading play. They're not trading
No,
stuff.
at the time, if it wasn't for guy arrested dead Jerry West, if it wasn't for him interfering, Clay would have been somewhere else.
I didn't mean Clay. I didn't mean Clay. But I thought you
Oh,
were saying
you meant
Steph.
Curry. You
Steph,
meant
Steph
Curry.
is not going.
Yeah.
Steph's not ever going anywhere. Like if they trade Steph Curry, they need whoever the owner is. They need to get fired at that moment, like that very moment. At the very moment he signs that paper, he need to get fired because Bowden gave everything to this franchise. Y'all went from like
Oh, see, you thinking
100,000 to
about
100 million.
now. You got to put it back in like, you got drafted 9, so like 12, 13. You injury prone. You got bad ankles. You're not strong enough to go to the hoop. Yes, that jump shot is pure, but you're not showcasing that you can score at all 3 levels. You know, it was a lot of check marks he wasn't checking to the franchise at the
Man,
time. That's why I was saying they gave him that team friendly deal. It was like sign it or you burn it, and he made the most of it. Of course, look at it now. He made the most of it, but I would just say that to say because like you said, he more or less kind of humbled himself and signed that deal. I was just saying that attribute to the talent that was around him to where
you know, yeah.
the experience and
I still
everything
would
was.
say that. I mean, to go back to the major point. Yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all live in Houston, so I guess yeah, that's why. I mean, to all the viewers, they live in Houston. You guys, I live in Mississippi. I don't have a sports team here, so I just go out straight basketball talent. I don't give a damn the location. So they're
Yeah.
saying Houston because all these youngsters. I don't know why anyone would look at Houston and think like, okay, we got a championship run. Unless you live in Houston, that's it.
No, I don't
If
think
I
we got
live
a
in Houston,
championship
Hold,
run.
hold on, hold on. Let me finish. Go ahead.
no, I know you about to say the hating. I'm not saying championship, but even saying get out the first round. Why would you even think they're gonna get out the first round when they're a team full of 18 and 19-year-olds? I
All
mean,
right,
they're
Josh. So
they,
real quick.
yeah,
So it sounds like you got Golden State and how many?
shit, man. I mean, I would say 5-1. I mean, damn, not 5-1, 4-1. I'm thinking 5 games, but
So 5 games.
4-1 or 4-2, 4-2 at the most. I'm gonna go
Wait.
again
So
and do
so you got
4-2.
Golden State in 6.
Let me think. Let me think. As far as bet, I'm a betting guy, so I would also say, yeah, I'll give them 2 games. They'll get another game. They'll probably get a game like maybe game 2 or 3, and then get another game around like 5, like up on some sneaks type stuff, just off of just off some betting type stuff. Like Houston don't have enough, bro. They have Jalen Green, who's super athletic, but don't have a consistent jump shot. You'll be lying in my face right now if you told me
Did
to
you
my
not
eyes.
see? Did you not see Curry? Curry, the greatest shooter we ever seen in the history of basketball,
Right.
just set down to 3 points, and them 18 and 19-year-olds that you was talking about was clapping them down.
You think it's gonna
You think
happen?
that's not happening anymore? You thought that was just a one off?
But
You
do
think
you think that's gonna happen again? Is what I'm asking you.
I don't think 3 points is happening again. But do you know you saw the shot that he took to get 3 points though, right? That
No, I
wasn't a good
didn't.
shot.
See, I didn't see that.
That was a half court. That was half court from like 30, 40. That's not a good shot.
I'll say this then. I think that I don't know what kind of personal stuff had going on that day. Maybe his wife was like, maybe I think maybe what's her name? Maybe his
Oh,
wife
I
maybe
love it.
wore.
I
I,
love it.
hear me out. Hear me out. I think maybe his wife wore the wrong thing that day, and maybe bro was like tripping as a man, and he just wasn't really there.
Aisha?
He wasn't there.
Nah.
He wasn't there in his brain that day. It had nothing to do
Nah.
with these dudes. Like these dudes, like their defense wasn't so elite the way they limited Steph Curry to 3 point. I don't. I
Okay.
don't even
Okay.
look at
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Can I
All
throw
right.
something
Right.
out there? Can I
Let me
throw
jump
something out there?
Yeah, go ahead.
He took 13 shots that game. When Amir Thompson was guarding him, he was 0 for 8. The rest of the team, when they were trying to set him up, he missed the 5 additional shots. Minus
Bro,
that
tripping.
1-3, that haymaker that he shot on Fred Van Vliet.
Mhm.
Everything else was racks for him.
I believe
Okay. So
100%.
here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say to it.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm just gonna off the rip. I'm gonna tell you. I got Houston winning in 6. I have Houston in 6. I got you. I
My
got
bad.
you.
My
Let,
bad.
let,
Go
me,
ahead.
let me
That's
break it down.
cool.
Let that laugh.
I
We
got
good.
you.
We
I
Let
got
me
you.
good.
laugh
Let
We
me
that
good.
break
laugh.
it down. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Okay, so I hear what you're saying. Who's the best player in these two is for sure Steph Curry. 100%. I would never argue against that.
Right.
However, at the same time, I've been saying the entire season, Houston is young and they don't know better. They're athletic and they play defense. If you're athletic and you play defense, that travels. Golden State struggled with that playing game that they
Did you
had
say that travels?
against
Did you say that travels? Was that the word you just said?
defense travels.
What does that mean?
That means that whether you in Golden State or you in Houston, if your shot's not going in, at the end of the day, you can play defense and make it ugly enough to keep
I
it
respect
close.
it.
And when you keep it close, you can make anything happen.
I respect that.
Now,
Go
what
ahead.
I don't think so in that last game where the Warriors lost and Steph had that horrible shooting game, there was a lot of fouls. Like just keeping it,
Right.
but there's a lot of fouls in there, whatever. So so it's gonna depend. I don't think that the NBA is gonna let the refs let that type of game go because that felt more like '90s vibe where you could hand check somebody. If they let them hand check, oh yeah, I don't think the Warriors will be able to do anything with hand checks. Draymond's gonna end up elbowing someone in the mouth, and that's gonna be about the end of it.
What
But just
happens?
but
What
I
happens
think Houston
when
is
the greatest thing
athletic,
of Steph Curry?
young, can hoop. They know how to play together. And I think they'll be able to muddy up the games enough in order to
What
win the 6. I think their
what
youth is
happens?
gonna carry them.
One of the greatest qualities of Steph Curry is being able to move without the ball.
Facts.
What happens when you got somebody right there on your hip, like he a DB, not giving you no space? What happens? Now that's nullified. Now that's nullified. Now they're nullified. So
But are the refs gonna let them do it though? That becomes the question because
the only
because
thing that's gonna be stopping them is
if you go back and watch the highlights,
the only
if
thing
you go back and watch the highlights before the ball was ever inbounded, like guys will have two hands on them or they were double teaming
that's
him.
regular. That's regular. That's
Oh, it's
regular.
not. That's
That's
literally
regular.
against. That's
People
literally against,
people
you
put
can't have two
people
hands on
hug
them.
people all
That's
the
literally
time.
against the rules of basketball today.
People hug people all the time, and then once they get free, they don't do it anymore. That's regular. Come on, we're not gonna
No,
sit here.
even when they get free, they had
Hey,
two people on them doing
if you're
it.
gonna talk about that, then you got to talk about these moving screens Draymond been doing for the last 13, 14 years. If
Oh,
we
he
gonna,
has been doing. Look, he has been
and
doing
then
it
he's
for
not
the
even doing
screws.
moving screens. He's using his body to bump people now. It's like twerking. It's a twerk fest. Every time he set a screen, boom, he's showing yams. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
What he doing? Hey, I'm just telling you what he doing. He
You
actually
give
trying to
me
break people's
syndrome.
pelvis. He's a wild boy. Nasty.
That's
But
crazy.
but
Nasty.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, you gotta mention what he's doing. They're gonna be doing a lot of look forward to see 2015 Steph Curry. A lot of elevator screens because he's not gonna be able to get open a lot. So just look forward to see that. Once you start seeing two people setting the screen, three people setting the screen for Curry, and Curry is 3 seconds up on the shot clock, and Curry still ain't got the ball from Draymond, you're gonna see a lot of that. Draymond gonna be
And
out
I
here.
also want to add this, and then we got to move a little quicker.
You're
But
right.
I want to add this. I don't know what's going on with Steve Kerr's coaching. I don't know if he's tired and he's ready to be done. But I don't understand how Jonathan Kuminga has gone so many games without seeing the court.
Oh, that's
They
very
didn't see
simple.
they didn't see him to be very good out in this matchup, and they turned out to be right. I mean, it was just one game, you know what I'm saying?
No,
So
it's been more than one game. It was both. It was a playing game. It was both
Kaminga
playing
hating.
games and the last game of the season. He hasn't been
Kaminga
playing
hating.
Kuminga.
That's all it is. Kaminga hating. And
But
that's
I
it.
mean, he did the same thing to Jason Tatum in the Olympics. So I'm wondering, like, what's Curry doing? Is he trying to be Phil Jackson and overthinking this, or what's happening?
Kaminga
Because they
wanted
need
that
to score.
check. They want
I
to
mean,
pay him.
if it worked, bro, I mean, they're to the next level. So I mean, I think it worked. I think Kaminga may not have been ready for that kind of responsibility. He would have been. I don't know the way
It's like
the way
4
that I see
years,
Kaminga
5
play.
years.
He be in his head a little too much. I think they would have lost that game. To be honest. So
Mm.
I think Kirk called the right call on that. If he goes forward without Kaminga, without using his crazy talent, if he goes forward with a whole series or even two, 3 games of the series, then yeah, I think that's bad coaching. You got to find a way to use him. But I think that game, or those games that we're talking about, the last game don't really. I mean, I guess it mattered because they were fighting for a position. But
Yeah.
the last couple games, I think just based off the matchup and the personnel, I think that they didn't really see Kaminga being as effective. So I respect it, man. As long as
I
they
was
got
gonna
the
say
dub.
Gary Payton the second got clock in that game,
As long
and
as
you
they get
get
the
5
dub,
minutes for
man. If
He
they get
one
the
of
Kuminga.
their
dub,
best
you
defenders.
can't say he was wrong.
He one of their best defenders, so he gonna get some burn.
We can't say
He's
he's
not.
wrong if they got a dub. If they would have lost, then yeah, we could be all on correct. The
I was
rear,
gonna
man.
say in that game that Gary Payton was getting a lot of clock and Kuminga wasn't getting clock. James Harden, I think, had 35 point triple double, and
My boy.
Kawhi had like 30,
My boy.
34 in that game, something like that, with 8. So they
You
could
can't
have
really
used him
put
for
you
the
can't put
shooting.
them in the mix, man. That's different basketball. That's
I
a
ain't gonna lie.
whole
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love what the Clippers is doing. I love healthy Kawhi, but he ain't battle tested the last month of basketball. He ain't been
don't
battle
be
tested.
fooled. Don't be fooled by the media, bro. You listen
Oh
to
no,
Stephen
I'm
A.
saying from the standpoint of the team competition and what you're trying to accomplish. So the comp that he's going up against and what he's trying to accomplish, in my estimation, it hasn't been. It
They don't
hasn't
have
been.
11,
He
they
ain't
don't have
been
11
battle
and 2
tested.
run. They on
He
11
ain't
and 2
been
run.
pushing them
So
out yet.
within 11 and 2, they had to been beat somebody worth something. Come
Oh
on,
no,
man. Like,
no, 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 no. I'm not. No, no, I'm not saying. I'm saying like while they were fighting for a position towards the end of the year, they weren't going against any true threats. Anything
Okay,
yeah,
that
so let's
threatened
fast
them.
forward. Let's fast forward, guys.
yeah,
So
no doubt.
okay, so in the next round we have the Lakers versus Minnesota Timberwolves. Josh, who
Minnesota.
you got? You got
Minnesota
Minnesota?
Timberwolves. Everybody's all on the Lakers nuts right now because of LeBron James and Luka. Think that they're only worked in the regular season because of just sheer just people not giving a damn. And basketball is a little different now, man. Like people, if it's more point driven, then yeah, teams like that are going to win. But when it comes down to the playoffs, where I'm hoping these guys play with a little more heart,
Yeah,
basketball again, I would say that basketball is a little different because I wish I was betting back in the '90s and stuff because you can bet on people's heart, like, hey, Reggie not about to lose again, or Kobe not about to lose, or Jordan not about to lose. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's like nowadays, it's like I don't know who's about to lose because these guys are so paid they don't give a damn most of the time. Bro. Excuse my French,
yeah.
but I
All
think
right, so you got Minnesota and how
yeah,
many?
Minnesota straight up, no doubt.
And how
I was
many?
thinking 4-2 again. I think
So 6 games.
I think one is a little
No,
bit much to
6.
get
He's,
Luka.
he's saying. I ain't
Yeah,
mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off, Josh. He's saying 6.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I thought you said 4.
not go
No,
ahead.
I
yeah.
was,
Minnesota and 6. I got 6.
okay, got you. My bad. Go ahead, Josh. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm good, bro. No, I was just saying that. Yeah, I say about 4-2. I think that Ant Edwards is going to clean them up just like he did KD them last year. Um, I think he's he's going to have much energy. He had like a whole week to rest. Him, Jaden Daniels, Jaden McDaniels, I mean, Mike Conley. It's just the Lakers are just so just. Everybody got to be on, man. Everybody got to be on. Austin Rivers, I don't think gonna really get off this playoffs. I think he's gonna have much more defense on him. I don't really believe in Austin Rivers just yet. I'm not the greatest LeBron guy. I mean, LeBron is an all-time great. I'm not one of the guys that's gonna be foolish about it. But I just don't really see him having that in him to just kind of push him to the next level, especially against a little hungry. I would say youngsters, but also experienced youngsters. I think Julius, he ready. I don't think they have a a piece for answer for what's his guy name? The defensive Rudy Gobert. Even though I don't think he's gonna be an offensive threat, I think he's gonna take what's his name? Jackson Hayes. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
take him out the game. Any big man they have, I think Rudy's gonna take him out the game. He might not score them like 8 points, but he's gonna take him out the game. LeBron, I don't think he's gonna really get off. I think he's gonna be foul baiting a lot because those guys actually play defense. Um, Now I'm about to try to be quick with it, but I think what's his name? Goodness, I can't think of names right now. Anthony Edwards is gonna get off. Austin Reeves is not gonna get off. I
okay,
think Mike Conley's gonna get at least 10 points a game this series. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think Minnesota in 6 at the most, maybe 5.
okay. E, what you got, bro?
This is gonna be pretty easy, man. This is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
a tale of who's gonna step up for Minnesota. If Nickel, if what's the defender name? I can't think of his name right now. The
Nas
dude,
Reed.
Jaden,
say it again.
oh yeah, we got Jaden
Nas Reed.
Daniels, we got
No,
Nas
not
Reed.
Daniels. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daniels
McDaniel.
step up. Nas Reed, he ain't afraid of the moment, so I could see him wanting to
I
relish an
forgot about
opportunity.
him. You're right about him.
But it's really for me, Nikhil Alexander and McDaniels. If they don't
Hmm.
step up, it's gonna be hard pressed for me to imagine. I don't care how many 40-point games and scores or drops. It's gonna be very, very hard for me to imagine the Timberwolves winning. But
That's a good point.
what I will say is I do agree with you with the Austin Reed take. I don't think I don't think wherever people think he is, he's there. I just think that's just that he's
Regular
playing
season.
he's playing in a big media place, so things get a little bit more overly hyped. Him dropping 45 in the NBA shouldn't really be hyped like that. I mean, we saw Corey Brewer drop 50. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It was nice though. Yeah.
no, he was, but
But he's not 50.
is he a walking 50?
Nah.
Okay.
So it's like I don't get excited. I don't get excited when it's not consistent. So how I feel, because they are the better playmaking team. I could see this going like I could see this going 6 for the Lakers. If LeBron decides
Okay.
to be be the be the Bugatti and not the Ford F-150 that he typically has been since Luka got there, it could probably be over at 5. But like I said in the beginning, it just all depends on how much does the Cavs step up for Minnesota. Will probably
Yeah.
determine how much more further the series goes. But I just don't see it going for 7 games.
Hmm.
But I definitely like Nikhil though. I definitely like Nikhil. Like, I don't know. I didn't even know he had the defensive chops that he had because I've never seen him display it or whatnot. But if he can just get off, I just feel like this will be the series where you like, dang, Nikhil dropped 25 or Nikhil dropped 27. I
Yeah.
just feel like this will be the series.
Yeah.
He has it in him for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like it's only because I don't I'm just not 100%. I don't have 100% faith in the cast. Is why I'm going with the Lakers.
Okay.
That's the
So I'm going with the Lakers at 6. Just keep it simple. Bron and Luca. Luca's seen this show. Bron has all the experience that you would ever want. The same reason why you guys believe, some of these guys believe in Steph because of experience. Bron has that championship pedigree. Luca knows how to beat the T Wolves as well. I don't think that the trade for sending Cap for
Julius.
Julius Randle was great. He called it way before it happened, but still, I don't
Yeah, I
think that
remember that.
was a
I
great
remember
trade
that.
because you need Cat in a series like this because Cat would have been a matchup nightmare for these guys.
Nah, for
Julius
sure.
Randle, not so much. I got
Yeah,
Now,
I think you
Lakers
crossed it
in
or even
5.
called it.
Lakers
let
in
me
5
let me
if they don't play with their food. If they
let me
play
let
with
me
their
interject
food,
real quick.
6.
I think that you are selling Julius Randle short. I think he's having a moment of reflection of what he actually signed up for when he put on that Timberwolves jersey.
What you
Uh,
mean?
coming
It's getting
from
deep.
coming from being an all NBA player, the number one option on the team, being the leader of a team to a playoff team, to now playing second fiddle, knowing that every shot is not coming to you, the shots
He's
that you
been doing
want.
that though. He's been doing
Saying it.
that. He was doing that in New York.
No, I'm saying I'm saying it's lessened, is what I'm saying. I'm saying he's probably more used to having doing whatever he wanted, a little bit more freer, and
Yeah,
it's kind of a little bit more limited because
I agree. Yeah.
you got Aunt Jordan. So it's like, all right, we respect everything that
Yeah.
you accomplished before coming here, and we
It's
know
probably a
what
little
we're
more
getting
serious
in a
there.
player. But I didn't see 18-8, 18-9 when he came here. I was looking
He's
more
doing 18-7.
18-7. Boom. I was looking more. I knew the rebound was going to go down, but I was looking more
Right.
towards like 22-7, 22-8. You know, and And
He's
being
low-key looking
more,
like a worse Zach Randolph.
yeah, but when you got Rudy there taking every damn
Yeah,
rebound, it makes sense. You know, Rudy is still going to give you his 13 and 14, 13 and 15, and he
Yeah,
doesn't really need to have a play set up for him. But
exactly.
I just think that when he was in New York, it was Mitchell Robinson, and yeah, Mitchell Robinson was taking rebounds from him, but Mitchell Robinson wasn't playing 82 games, so it's like he's going from that to a four-time defensive player, an All NBA top ten player, and he's coming back from an injury. I just feel like whatever expectations he had is just not reality. So maybe that might be the tough time that he's having, but do not sleep on that boy Julius Randle. That is a dog right there. That's a dog, and that's why I'm saying I don't know. I love what Timberwolves have. That's why it's like me saying the Lakers in 6 is just because they just shown a little bit more of continuity as a team versus them, and the cast has been picking up a little bit more versus the
like
Timberwolves.
who
So,
though? Let me not to keep that going on too long, but like who? Like Rui and who else? Who else has been going on?
you talking about
Yeah,
from
like why would you pick the
Lakers?
Lakers outside of
Okay,
everything you just said
so
so good about the Timberwolves?
no, I got you. So Austin Reed has definitely been picking it up toward, especially a lot of the games that
Yeah,
LeBron was hurt.
I don't believe in him. Yeah,
Of course, you got Luca for sure. Jackson Hayes has definitely stepped up since the trade. He's nowhere near an Anthony Davis, but
Yeah.
he's Jackson Hayes, and he is playing his role, maximizing his talents on that team.
He is.
With the coming back with Dennis, what's his name, Dennis Finnegan, whatever.
Hmm.
Him coming back into the lineup. What's his
Who?
name?
Who you just say?
Finnegan, dang, Frank. Oh my goodness, I'm having a brain.
I think that
Buddy
shows
that
how
came,
much of an
no,
effective
no,
how effective he is.
Buddy that came from Brooklyn. That got traded. Buddy that came from Brooklyn when they made the D'Angelo trade. Finnegan, no, he played for Mavs. Then he went to Brooklyn, and now he in LA. But him coming back,
Amen.
he's a lockdown defender. Shoot threes. He can guard multiple positions, run the floor. I just feel like their pieces they just have a little bit more, and they're showing who they are as a team at the right time. Versus we got hit and misses like Nikhil Alexander will have a great game, and then he'll go quiet for two. Um, but the consistent thing for the most part is Ant-Man, and the cast is just that's at least what I'm seeing.
Okay, and you were talking about Dorian
Dorian
Finney-Smith.
Finnegan.
That's who you are.
Yeah,
Dorian
Oh,
Finney-Smith.
finish. Oh
yeah,
man.
Finney
Yeah,
Smith.
that's who you're
Oh
talking about.
Lord. Oh my
All
goodness.
right, so
I'm
real
just
quick,
saying from
so
everybody stepping up.
all right,
Oh
so
Lord. That boy gonna give you
moving,
6 points a
moving to the
game.
next one. Moving to the next
6
one.
points a game. Go ahead.
Lord.
I know.
All right,
I got
so
you. I got you.
Denver Clippers. I'm telling you. So Mook has Denver in 6. Mook
My
has
boy
Denver
Mook.
in 6. E-man,
Now,
who you got?
oh, go ahead.
Denver in 7.
That's a
I,
good one.
the
That's a good
reason why I
one.
say Denver in 7 is because everybody been talking about Zubac. We
It's,
just everybody been talking about Big Zoo. I saw a dude win Defensive Player of the Year last season, and then the next week he had to play Joker, and I think he did 28, 11 or 13, no, 11 or
Patui.
12, and
Patui.
he on that court. Right?
Patui, bro. Patui. With all due respect, Patui. I feel like Zoo has shown himself against Joker all year. Go look at the numbers, man. If you, I'm not even a numbers guy, but go look at the numbers. Like, he's gonna get his against Joker. Joker's gonna get his also, but Zoo
Yeah.
is gonna be
All
a
right, so who you
very
got, Josh?
what? Come on.
Just so I could.
That's
I just
rhetorical,
want to
man.
put my notes. Well,
That's a
okay, for my notes.
rhetorical.
For my notes.
That's a
I,
rhetorical question. Like,
Yeah. For my notes. How many?
I'm actually going to the casino tomorrow. I mean, I'm
the
not.
best non-all-star to ever play the game of basketball. He gonna go crazy again.
Okay, how many games?
I told you 7. Yeah, I said 7.
You said 7, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that because if you think that the Clippers gonna lose, I respect that you think they're gonna go all out. I respect that, but I personally don't think the Clippers gonna lose. I feel like the Nuggets are different. They don't. You gotta just think about all the things that's going on right now, bro. Like, don't think about. I think this people get so caught up in the media, bro. And I'm not saying that is the case for you, but I think it's very possible. Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, you good, bro?
Okay, cool. So, I think the thing is like people are looking at the Nuggets as if they're the team that just won 2 years ago. They lost a couple of key pieces that mattered. Nice to see you back, bro. Can you hear me now? E?
No,
Yeah,
I,
you good.
I heard everything. I heard
Oh, no
everything.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Cool. So I think the Clippers are not the Clippers, but the Nuggets they're a good team, bro. Like I love basketball, so I'm not going to ever just crap on a team that's a good team. Like Nuggets are a good team. The Jokic is a very great player. But I think that the fact that they have a second unit that's led by Russell Westbrook, with all due respect to him, also because he's an all-time great. But right now, I think with the second unit being led by him, whenever Jokic goes get a breather, y'all going down by 7. Y'all going down like every time because Russell Westbrook is not about to keep this thing afloat. Like who else? Christian Brown. Who is Christian Brown, bro? Like we have Norman Powell, we have Kawhi Leonard that's in healthy form. I don't know if y'all been watching, but if you haven't been watching, like you're missing. But then we have James Harden has been getting 30 whenever he feel like it. Really, like if you watch the games, like bro can really, it's almost pissing me off because like so
Remember,
you
we
mean
in Houston, so we've seen this.
no doubt, no doubt. But the thing is like, and I think y'all also a little like have a little PTSD because like he didn't bring a ring for y'all. So it's like y'all looking
We
at
ain't got
him.
no PTSD about that. We just
You're
don't
looking
like
like you're looking at him as like an underachiever
attitude on
because
it.
he
Yeah.
didn't do it. The thing about it, I look at him as that also to a degree because like even when I'm looking at what he's doing now, like dude, you could have been doing this, bro. Like bro, you could have been doing this. So you mean to
All
tell
right,
me?
so Josh, tell me, you got the Clippers and
Yeah, go
what?
ahead.
You
Oh
got the
my bad,
Clippers
my
and
bad.
what?
I did get a little long-winded. My bad.
Nah, you good.
Nah, you good,
No,
bro.
I'm passionate about this, bro. I'm
I
passionate.
feel you. You
This
see
hoop.
how I was about my Rockets?
No, that's why I
Yeah.
respect it. Man. That's why I just had to give the audience a little disclaimer. Like, hey, these guys are from Houston, so just don't know if y'all hear this. But
But
to answer the question,
me being from Houston is not the reason why I think the Clippers are going to lose. I just feel like
mm,
Joker has been showing it on a consistent basis that like I
hey, I
think
mean, the only
is
thing that I can give you is Ben Thompson or whichever twin it is. That guy is really the heart of that team. Like he is like he's gonna get you double digits, whatever you need. He might get you double digits steals. So I
Who,
get
man,
it.
Thompson?
Like, yeah, bro is
that's my
good, man. Like, bro is like he's gonna
real
be
nice.
solidified in this league. So I get where you're
Oh
coming
yeah.
from as far as the potential of the team. I like Houston. There's some young gunners that got home, but I done
So
seen
Josh, you
them.
said Clippers and 7?
Yo, damn, my bad. Yeah, leave, bro. You see how this stuff goes. But yeah, I would say
Yeah,
no,
let
no,
that man talk. He was gonna get back to it
not Clippers, not Clippers. No, I get it. We got time restraint, but
for
yeah, as
sure.
far as Clippers, I would say Clippers in 5, bro. I'm not gonna do the 4-2 again. Clippers in 5.
I
We
ain't
got
gonna lie.
Russell
That
Brooks.
sounds like some Homer stuff. I ain't gonna lie. That sounds like some real super fanatic stuff right there.
I
Clippers
mean,
in
I can
5.
explain it. I mean, we don't have enough time, but I can definitely explain it.
Hey,
I can break it down just the way I
Eric,
did a
Eric,
month ago.
Eric Gordon might have got beat up by his gal, but he ain't about to let Kawhi do that.
No, we talking about Jalen Green, and I forgot JB. He had brought up Jabari, not Jabari, but whatever Parker,
Oh,
whatever
Jabari Smith.
Jabari. What is the guy name? The
Jabari
1920.
Smith.
Come
Jabari
on,
Smith is
I don't
nice.
like this. I don't like this
bring him
stupid
up. He brought him up as a threat. Come on. Bro. What is
because man,
Jabari
he
Smith is
can
nice.
guard. He can guard 1 through 5,
Facts.
and he the best shooter on the squad.
he can win?
He can guard 1 through 5,
He
best
can't.
shooter on the squad.
No, the best Jabari Parker, whatever his name is, I keep forgetting his name. He's not the best shooter.
Jabari Parker is crazy.
He,
Oh
You went
snap!
back to the Milwaukee
but
Six.
his name,
Hey,
Oh,
so real
he
quick,
hadn't shown me
real,
enough
real
yet.
quick, real quick, because we got to move on. We got to move on. I got the Clippers in 6. However, I want to put an asterisk by this. I had the Clippers in 6 if Kawhi is healthy. If
No doubt.
Kawhi
No,
gets
I
hurt,
respect that.
it goes out the window,
I
and
respect
the
that.
Nuggets in however many games they have left.
I gotta respect that. I gotta respect that.
That's all I'm gonna say. But if Kawhi's healthy the whole time, Clippers is 6.
Yeah,
I
no
just
doubt.
Kawhi's a machine. All right, let's switch over to the East. We're gonna run through the
Oh
East
yeah,
pretty quickly.
no doubt.
All right, so we got Cleveland and Miami first. E, what you got, bro?
4-piece.
Cool.
4-piece nuggets. I get that 4 for 4
No,
for Cleveland. Get that 4
I,
for 4 popping.
I'm with you. I got a 4 for 4. Mook got a 4 for 4 too. Josh, what you looking at?
hey Mook, I'm gonna speak to Mook real quick. Like, bro, well, I wish you get better as quick as possible. I think that medication messing with you, bro. Like,
Oh man,
four for
4 for
four.
4.
Cause I love you, dearly, bro. You my
Hey,
boy.
Willie's got a good deal over there. It's in
Four for
Miami
four.
too.
I think four, like Miami is legit, bro. Like, we got Bam Adebayo, we got Wiggins, we got what's the boy name? Little Terry Rozier. Did he get in a couple of minutes? We got
Yeah.
Davion Mitchell. He's pretty legit. The boy can play some defense, man. We got
Hey,
Jokic.
for you to say Jabari, for you to call Jabari Parker, and then like try to go in on Jabari, and you bring it up. Who you bringing up right now, bro? Nah, man, we can't. I'm not gonna let this ride.
I'm not bringing them up as
All right, so
I'm
who you
not
got?
bringing them
Who
up
you
as
got?
pieces that's going to beat a juggernaut. I'm not bringing them up as pieces that's going to beat a team that's been like 15-3.
The best
No,
players on that team cannot mess with the best players on the Cavs, and the
Cannot.
best defenders on
Cavs
the
ain't so nothing,
Cavs
but
can neutralize the best player for the Heat.
it's both. It goes both ways, bro. Like I think these are two very evenly matched teams. Like I think they just hadn't shown it much in the regular season, but I think when the playoff time comes, Bam
Wait,
Josh,
Adebayo is
who
going
you
to
got?
win.
Josh, who you got?
Darius Garland bop Tyler Hero into the crowd. Then you're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah, exactly. Josh, who you got?
It's gonna be a hard matchup, bro. Like I mean, I'm glad. Like that's crazy that you asked me that because I hadn't thought about that prior to the
hardest
episode.
4 games you probably see this NBA offseason.
It won't be 4 games. I'll bet my whole check on. I'll bet my whole 2-week check on it. It's not gonna be 4 games. I would say Cleveland has been doing pretty good, man. I would say that Cleveland would win. I have to be real, bro. Cleveland will win 7 games, man. It's going 7. It's going 7 games.
Are you sure you want me to write this down with
Hey,
ink?
man, I like how daring you are.
It's going
I'm
7.
giving you a chance before I
I love
write
basketball, bro.
this 7. I'm giving you a chance to Michael Jackson moonwalk this back.
No, because you never know. He might be on something. He might got some inside information.
On to something or on something.
It's like deja vu. Same thing about the Clippers. You was like, hey,
No. This is
I'm giving you a
completely.
chance to make that statement about the Clippers. No,
I like how you standing down on that 5. I just don't believe it, but I love how you say that 5.
Bet. All right, so Mook has Boston in 4 against Orlando. What you got, E?
I got him at 5, maybe 6.
What you got?
Boston is a hell of a team, and with Jaylen Brown not being 100% right now, yeah, man, I can see them sneaking 2 at home.
No, bro.
Okay, so Boston is 6.
Yeah, I got Boston at 6.
You must ask me.
You could be asleep, but Jaylen Brown is a big part of that engine that runs over there in Boston.
Facts.
I think you don't even ask me, bro. I got you already. I think you must have asked my boy. You must have asked Cuz Mook that before he got medicated. Because that's very logical. I think the not the Clippers, but the Celtics definitely gonna 4-0 these guys, bro. Like if it's 4-1, it's straight money. It's a money deal. It's strictly Vegas if they get 4-1. If they outside of that, it should be 4-0, bro. Because I mean the talent is unmatched. Like what? Suggs is not even playing. They got Greg Anthony's son. I forgot the brother name. But yeah, they
Cole
got
Anthony.
Yeah, Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony ain't got no business getting off on Drew Holiday. No business. No business getting more than 16 at the most. Even on his greatest confidence day, like he shouldn't get no more than 16 on Drew Holiday. Paolo over what's the boy name? White guy from Celtics. Porzingis. Paolo and Porzingis, that's a good matchup. I'm not gonna lie. Paolo got much size on Porzingis. But I think Porzingis, the fact that he don't play right underneath the rim, is gonna throw off Paolo for him. I don't have to get into Jason and Jalen.
No, I got you. I got Boston in 5. I don't think they'll play with their food, but I think Orlando's good enough to get a game in Orlando. But I got Boston in 5. All right,
They
so
shouldn't
we got
even been in the play-in, to be honest with you.
yeah,
It
What's
shouldn't
that?
even been a play-in team. It
low
shouldn't have.
key.
I
All
agree.
right,
I
so
agree.
Knicks versus Detroit. Knicks versus Detroit. Who you got, Josh?
Easy, easy. Y'all, I don't know how you feel about this, E, but bro, last a couple weeks ago, me and Mook and JB was talking about Detroit. They kept giving up Detroit all this attention, even though they're just coming from 13 wins last year. Detroit, Knicks and four, maybe five on some Vegas type stuff. But
I agree.
talent wise, four.
I agree. I agree. They can't hang with them. You're gonna
No,
see Cade Cunningham. I think the NBA kind of gas Cade Cunningham as that next guy. Maybe they like his bravado. Maybe they like how he talk or whatever. Maybe they like how he commands a room or something like that. I don't know.
no. I don't
But,
think he has none of that.
light
The NBA
skinned
like.
boys, cats, they get a lot of love from white boys. So,
I think
um,
KP is actually a little too real. That the NBA is not going to really. They're not going.
they
They're not
they
going to
they
fool with him at
pushing
all.
him. They pushing him. I couldn't believe. I heard multiple people. He's a star in the making, and this is going to be his platform to be a star. I'm like,
I hadn't
Jalen
heard that.
Brunson about to knock that boy out the goddamn playoffs. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So E, you said in four, right? E, that's a four for four.
It's five. I think it's five. I
Five.
think I think they'll have that one. I just don't. I, I just don't trust Cat as a
Yeah,
leader on the team
yeah,
to to get the job done, put the nail on the coffin. He's not nasty enough. He talks like this, so it's just not
yeah.
good enough for
That's
me.
one of his many voices. But yeah, I agree with you
Yeah,
though.
Facts. Okay, I got Detroit in six. I think Detroit's gonna pull it out. I think they're gonna make
Bro,
it ugly. I think they're
yeah.
gonna scrap. I think
It's
they're
not
gonna
a,
fight. Detroit is six.
you know what we need to start having, like when they was right and when they was wrong. We just need to
no. What we
like
need to
Facts.
start having is an
stop
intervention.
smiling while you talking. Like I think you bluffing. I think you doing this for entertainment. Still, I think you guys. I think you know some people. Well, you are a Midwest guy, so I'm pretty sure you know some people over there in Michigan or something like that, and you
What
just
we
supporting them. And
no,
they,
what we need to
they
have is an intervention. Bro, tripping, bro.
now he definitely tripping. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
What's wrong,
I
bro?
don't
You
know where
okay?
this
You need
coming
to talk
from.
about this. We need to get offline
He's
and talk about
tripping
something.
himself. He's out here fanning himself. It's not even hot over there. He just doing a lot of silly stuff.
Something
I
going
agree.
on.
All right, so I got Detroit. I think they're gonna make it ugly. They're gonna beat New York up. I think New York's gonna fold like origami, but we'll see. We'll
He over there
follow up on it.
compare Isaiah Stewart to Cat. I know he is. He over there like Isaiah Stewart gonna beat him up. Like boy, Cat finna put 45 on his head.
If anything, he gonna get ejected. He gonna get ejected game one and then do it again and get ejected like another game. Like he gonna take
Yeah,
his step out the game. So
that boy
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
bet.
play for the
that's
Detroit
hard.
Lions.
That's hard though. That's hard to make that choice. But yeah, I definitely think that you. I think we need to talk when we get offline and see what's going on with
Okay,
you, bro.
okay. We can check my sanity. All right, so we got Indiana versus Milwaukee. Josh, what you think, bro?
That's a good one. Honestly. I forgot about that one.
That's a really good one.
Because
And
even without
Dame's
Dame,
expected to come back.
I mean, even without Dame, I think that just Halliburton had really shown Halliburton is this year. But I mean, to be just logical, I think that Pistons in six. Not goodness gracious, not
Yeah,
Pistons,
I
but
know.
Pacers.
When
I
you
mean Pacers. My
when you
apologies.
hear
My
crazy
apologies.
stuff like that,
Pacers
All
in
right.
six, man. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
E, what's up, bro?
oh man, I'm going with my African phenom. So I feel like it's probably gonna be seven. Milwaukee, but if Dame is in shape and he is able to play the way that we've seen him play, Milwaukee at five.
Yeah,
Just seeing the playmaker, the aggression on defense that Giannis has been showcasing, the ability to not just go to the rack but shoot the ball,
Yeah.
showing some IQ on the offensive side. I just don't think there's nothing that Indiana could do with that, especially with the regression of Tyrese Halliburton, the stagnant from a standpoint of growth from Pascal Siakam. I just don't see anything. I just don't see them going. I just don't see them winning. I can see them making it hard for them. I can
yeah.
see them either making it ugly for them, but will this is going to be a series of like willpower. And I just feel like
Yeah.
Giannis can will Milwaukee to win in 7. But with Dame there, knowing that what we know him to do, yeah,
If he comes back, that's a big if though.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big if. That's why I'm Milwaukee in 7.
Okay, bet. Mook has Indiana in 6. I have Milwaukee in 6. I could definitely understand you're Milwaukee in 7E.
Yeah.
I got 6 because I think Giannis is just going to be the best player, and they're not going to have an answer for that, and it's just going to open up everything on offense and defense for him.
I can respect that.
And he's just going to get it done. Like, I have every expectation to get it done. Also, no matter if Dame plays or not, Doc is coaching for his career right here. Nobody's caring if Dame's not here for the first round. Get it done. Like, we're past that moment.
Even still, I just think not Dame. I think he's a household name regardless win, lose, or draw. He'll just be known more for his losses than his wins. But this has nothing to do, in my opinion, with Doc. I don't care what Doc puts up. I don't care what X's and O's Doc puts up on the board.
I get that.
To do or nothing like that. This is all we're seeing the growth of Giannis, although it is maybe 4 years too late, maybe, because growing to this degree at 30, it's still a good thing. But see, if Giannis would have had this at 26, just think about what them 4 years would have been like. Oh my goodness. But
his game's about the same though. He hadn't really.
I'm saying he's not just running into players anymore and playing bumper cars. He's stopping, taking elbow jumpers. He's trying to fade. He's trying to create space to take jump shots now.
Taking less punishment on his body.
Exactly. So, that's what I'm saying. If you would have did this at 26, but I mean, you're 26. So I can understand you still want to jump over 5 cars or whatever. But we would have just seen this growth happen a lot sooner. I think that people would have a different opinion of Giannis's game.
Okay.
But,
all right. So we got all our picks locked in for the East and the West. All right. So real quick, we always got to end with just a couple pick'ems. So question: you have to pick a jumper, right? So you put yourself in the NBA. You go into the NBA with a jumper. Whose jumper are you picking? Miles Bridges? Mikal Bridges, right? Mikal Bridges, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Sean Marion, or Joakim Noah. Whose jumper are you taking?
I'm taking Sean. I'm taking Sean. I don't care how I look. That thing was auto.
I agree, bro. That corner 3 was crazy. Joakim Noah, Sean Marion, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Mikal Bridges.
As far as just what history has shown, I have to go with Sean Marion also because there's been many times where I was like, as a Laker fan, I was like, forget this dude, man. Like that ugly ass shot, man. Like, why is he even on the court? Like, so I remember many emotions of going against him, so I have to get it to him, man. As far as respecting hoops.
He would have been a great Laker, honestly. He would have been a great Laker.
We ain't need him, bro. We ain't need him.
If y'all needed Ron Artest to get a ring, just imagine if you would have had that boy.
Nah, I like him better. I think
Who would be a better player? Who would be a better player? If you had D Rose's athleticism and frame with Kyrie's handle and shooting, or if you had AI speed and quickness with Steph shooting.
I'm gonna take the first one.
You going D Rose and Kyrie?
Yeah.
You had like a more, or that's only 2?
Those 2, yeah. D Rose and Kyrie as one player, AI and Steph as one player. Best attributes.
Crazy. I mean, just only AI speed. I mean, if you only consider an AI speed and not his,
you can have his handles too. Best attributes.
I was gonna say like if you had his physicality in Steph 3, then I would go with that.
Or even his willpower. If you just said something like AI's willpower with Curry ability to shoot threes.
Yeah, man.
That might be a dangerous boy.
Okay, so let's take it like this. Their best attributes. Whatever you consider that player's best attributes, you're going to put them together.
I gotta go Steph and AI, bro. I mean, I like D Rose and of course Kyrie. Kyrie's one of the all-time greats also. But I mean, as far as like what I've seen from AI, bro, AI got a win off of 16-0. It's supposed to be 16-0 Lakers, bro. Like he
That's
got a
true.
win. Dude, he had no reason getting no win. Like
That's
just getting
true.
one win was damn near a championship. But
Dang.
but yeah, it makes
Dang, bro.
that kind of
That D Rose, hey, I might have to if AI and Steph come, that whoever you want to call him, Steph Iverson, whatever we doing, if he go see Kyrie Rose, that boy jump, it's a humbling situation.
the two
Stepping back and I'm pulling, throwing it off the glass, straight face, ugh, like what?
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I mean the thing is, all I'm saying is like if you're going to combine their best attributes, which I would say D Rose athleticism along with Kyrie's handles, then that's not going to really emphasize
Or his
a lethal.
skill.
It's not going to emphasize a lethal hooper. It's not going to like somebody's going to go out there and kill you. They're going to make you look bad, but they might not make the shot because you're talking about their best attributes. But if you're talking about Steph's shot along with AI's tenacity, bro,
That is different. I ain't gonna lie to you.
man.
It's tough.
You know what?
I think
Josh,
from the
you
showmanship.
persuaded me.
If I'm using my brain like that, I definitely agree with you with the
Right.
Steph Iverson. But from the showmanship standpoint, that Curry still ain't got no defense. He about to get
You
blocked
want to
around.
win? You want to win? Do you want to win is the question. What's the question?
I feel you.
That's facts. I'm with you, Josh. I'm with you. AI and stuff. I gotta rock with it, man. But I was with you at first. That D Rose, come here. Now you got the Kyrie first. Come here, ankles. I'll stay. I'll wait for you to get up. Ankles,
Yeah.
and then be like D Rose finish it to a D Rose put it between your legs and then dunk.
Straight face, hood. He ain't even.
Yeah, no.
The
But
thing with that
at the
AI,
end of the
themselves,
day,
like they're gonna get a shot everywhere. They're gonna get a shot anywhere and everywhere.
That's true.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Oh,
Whenever you
No,
get
that's
like
facts.
whenever you're not mentally 100%, he getting a shot up and you scored on. Simple as that.
Okay. No, that's facts. All right, and then last one. So I know y'all been seeing this B. Jennings, Pat Bev situation. One-on-one. Pat Bev said 100,000. B. Jennings kind of seems scared, like he's running from the moment. He's over here talking about you don't average 10 points for your career, which has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. If someone challenged me 100K and I was confident in winning, I would take it personally. So B. Jennings versus Pat Bev. Who y'all got?
You go ahead, bro.
1-on-1. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
No, go ahead. Now I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Still.
1-on-1, Pat will have to make it ugly because it's nothing that he could do with B. Jennings. I saw that boy against some Israelis, and he was looking like the boy was playing street ball with. That's basically what it looked like. He was on them classic insert famous Chicago park. He was just out there doing that. That's exactly what it looked like, and. I don't know. That it's just a little. I don't know. It might be a little different, but he gonna make it ugly. So I'm gonna say the game just doesn't end. The game doesn't end. It's gonna be a to be continued because somebody's gonna get hurt.
You kind of took the words out of my mouth, man. Because I was thinking like, I think it's gonna be this type of scenario or type of episode because it's gonna be on YouTube. I think it's gonna be the type of episode where it's gonna be like, ended in disagreement or ended in blah blah blah. I don't think it's gonna be an end game. Like it's gonna be like just looking at their both of their personalities. Pat Bev is all like a dog, wide eyed, open, and B Jennings is more like a pretty boy. B Jennings is more like a pretty boy that wants to be more flashy. He's gonna be like, man, you keep fouling, bro. You keep fouling, man. You gotta play.
He's gonna be like, stop fouling. The game might end because of the fouls. He might foul him 20 times.
I mean, but if I had to pick a winner, I would say B. Jennings just because of the fact that he's gonna get a bucket quicker than Pat Bev.
Yeah.
But I mean,
really,
I think the same thing though. I kind of think the same thing.
Bro, I saw him with the Israelites. I saw him with the Israelites. I saw him. The boy looked like he was hooping. The boy looked like he went to that Chicago part and was just there. Like, hey, we know him from high school. The guy that was popular in high school, he went back home and he had that insert Chicago park. And he just
Pat Bev.
So I didn't watch any of the games. He didn't look good with the.
It was a practice. It wasn't a game. Forget the games. They thought he was gonna beat somebody, and they got a bad bag of potatoes. The boy was on the bench, but
Oh, I didn't see that.
His first practice when he was out here playmaking, thought he was on something. The boy took a step back, pulled that whole clank. I'm like, bro, how you clanking in front of the Israelis? Like, you can't be doing that in front of God's people. No.
Oh man, come on.
Okay,
You
okay. So
was in the league for 15 plus, almost 15 years. Like,
my only thing about 1-on-1, because we know that's like completely different than team ball, because there's no
that was a team practice. That was a team practice.
Yeah. 1-on-1 is just you and that person. So no double teams, no coming over for help, no weak side defense or help side defense, none of that. So I'm just saying, if they were to finish the game, I'm just saying Pat Bev would be too strong for Brandon Jennings, because Brandon Jennings, he doesn't look like, well, he's never played like a physical game. He's
Core strength is different, bro. When you got that core strength and somebody run up on you, the fact that when you can still stand, he's a prime example of that.
They can really
You said,
Pat Bev used to be offensive. Pat Bev used to get buckets before he returned to this offensive threat. Like, you know, a lot of guys end up going to the league, like they might be 30-point getters, but when they get into the league, like,
you have to play a role.
I got to find a way to make this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to.
You take that role too long, Josh.
So was that?
Just for comedy's sake, I want to pull it up, and you could just see he looked like he was. Okay, Pat. Okay,
I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out tonight. As soon
as Pat Bear practice in Israel. You will see he look like he's doing something. Clanking.
Okay.
That boy out here building a brick house.
Yeah, Brandon Jennings is a good shooter. Brandon Jennings, he can get this spot. He's a spot shooter. And Pat Bev hadn't really shown that in the last, how many years you said? 14, 15 years?
Something like that.
Even if he used to be an offensive threat, like that ain't your game no more. Like Brandon Jennings, that's been his game forever. Since elementary. He's never wavered from that. So
I also think it depends on the 1-on-1 rules that they play. If they play the 1-on-1 rules where it's just go out there and hoop, then I think Pat Bev will have that. If it's a 3 dribbles,
they're not gonna do that.
It's going to hurt him. It's gonna be like a 3 dribble anyway. But Pat,
I was gonna say if it's a 3 dribble,
he's not gonna get up.
Yeah, Pat might not score if it's 3 dribbles. He might score maybe 2.
Because he's just gonna run off ground. He ain't gonna know what. If that ball bumps back up, he ain't gonna know what to do. He's so used to having the ball, spotting up. I'm telling you, if he try to get in his bag, he gonna have to practice that. He gonna have to go back to Israel and see if they'll let him go back on that court. Because they paid that. I think they paid Pat like $2 or $3 million. No. Yeah, I think it was something up there like $1 or $2 million, and that's a lot considering those teams don't really be having them type of resources. So like,
Rumble, young man, Rumble is all I can say about that. Make your money.
That's big facts.
No, for sure. Get your money back and come back. But they got a bad batch of potatoes. I'll tell you that much. He ain't even go promote the game in Israel. He just got his money. He was gone.
I said it last point though before you go to the next topic. If you don't mind. Interview today with Shay. Call him Shay. What's his name? Shannon Sharp. And Joe Johnson. If Joe Johnson enter his name, all these boys greens, man.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I see him with everybody.
Okay, so everybody. This is my last question. Then we're gonna have to wrap it up. Joe Johnson versus Melo 1-on-1.
Right now?
No, prime at their best.
That's
no dribble count. No dribble count either.
Nah, that's important. That's important because Melo don't need the same amount of dribbles that Joe Johnson needs to get to it.
I know, that's what I'm gonna say. No dribble count. Go out there and just cook, young man.
That's tough, man. But I'm gonna have to go with the Hall of Famer, man. I'm gonna go with the man that scored over 28,000 points in the NBA.
Yeah, I think I would too. He's just gonna be too strong. This has been another episode of Nothing Nice. We appreciate Josh for pulling up. E-Man, it's always good to have you in the building.
Always, man. I'm here.
Mook's gonna be back. My boy healing up. We're gonna have some more people pull up on us. You never know who you gonna see. You already know the game. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Josh, again, bro, thank you for pulling up. We appreciate you as always. Look out for him in the Clippers. Follow us on IG. 365 Nothing Nice. Hit us up on YouTube, TikTok, all that. Get that off the screen. Houston's up, right? E? You gonna
Oh,
call
it's
it?
good enough.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout
look,
out.
I don't even got to put
Cleveland's
no
up.
post up in the background. I ain't got to wear no hat. Look, man, everybody know what's going on, man. It's
Y'all
top.
put in the comments what y'all thinking. Let us know who y'all got which in this first round. What's it gonna look like, and we gonna follow up. Yo, we appreciate you. Nothing nice. We out.
Love.
Okay.